Joined by Coach John Harrington following Minnesota State's game Saturday here against Minnesota Duluth. Coach, your thoughts on today's game?
Well, we came out with the idea that we know we're a better team than we showed yesterday and that we needed to play better. And I thought we started the game that way. Had a good first period and they did some good things and had talked about some things going into the game and kind of got a couple of those things done out there. And then certainly the second period, a number of goals scored. That was good to see for us to get on the scoreboard and have some people contribute some goals. And we gave ourselves a chance going into the third period. But, that's when we've got to kind of answer the bell and we know that we're going to get a surge by Duluth at that time. And they just had a chance, a couple of turnovers. And I just thought they beat us in the transition game and their ability to take turnovers when we made turnovers, that they transitioned to offense and got up the ice or got to the net and won that race quicker than we got back to defense. So they kind of extended the lead there, but I think, not having Tristan Truex in our lineup was hurt our defense a little bit. I mean, she not only adds a solid defensive presence, but certainly can contribute offensively too as a special teams player. So, a little bit of positive, but again, it starts the season. We get a chance to play some games and, always say that, after the start of the season, you got to throw your team out there and see what you have. And then you can bring it back to practice and break it down and start building back up again. And that's certainly what we need to do when we get started in practice on Monday.
We do have Chad Courier from the Mankato Free Press with us on the Zoom call here. He asked, are you happy to finally score some goals, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, that's frustrating. I think the bench is, we're squeezing our sticks a little bit and, trying to overthink it a little bit. It's like, hey, we've got to make this perfect play to get a goal or score from 1 foot out. And we've got to do that and get people to the net. But we had to get some quality shots. And we had talked about last night about the number of rushes we had, the rush attempts we had, and how many shots we got out of those. And it wasn't too many. And so we increased our shots a little bit, but it's good to see the people that scored goals for us tonight, Kelsey King and Madison Oelkers and Kennedy Bobick, and all of them getting their first goals. And that was exciting for our team.
Special teams played a little bit of a role here, like again, as it did in yesterday's game. And of course, Minnesota Duluth's got a good offense with some veteran players and some skill up front. Your thoughts on how your power play and shorthanded teams played this weekend, Coach?
Yeah, they did a good job. When we got better today and had kind of looked at a couple of things on their power play and we're able to do a little bit of better job there to shut that group out with as you mentioned, the skill players they have was a good job, and to add 2 power plays ourselves. So made some progress there on the special teams. A couple of things that we look at as we score the game is how we do on the special teams. So it's something to build on there. And now this week, I think we have to, build our confidence of some of our other players that, hey, they can contribute offensively as well.
Following along these lines and the offense that you had in facing Minnesota Duluth and given where they are as a team, Chad asked that, given that you are happy to score some goals, can you get into shootouts with better teams? Do you think that's something that's maybe a situation you want to this year moving forward?
No, we can't. I mean, I don't think we can't do that. We can't trade outnumbered rushes with teams with anybody. And, we talk about that a lot and look at our team and talk a lot about our ability to go from a rush to a forward check before we got to go to a back check. And there was a number of times tonight where we were going from a rush to a back check. And that makes it tough because they can explode up the ice and get some scoring chances there. So we have to be a little bit smarter and have a little more awareness of what our numbers are when we're going up the rink and how the defense is playing us. And we need to get the puck behind them. We need to get the puck behind them and then go to work on it. So that's not going to be a way our team can play, where we're going to go back and forth and let's see who gets on the scoreboard first, because I think we saw a couple games this weekend where that did not work.
We talked a little bit yesterday about the fact that your team is young, and a couple of freshmen in the lineup both yesterday and today, and Anderson and Langseth, and we saw a little bit more of them and what they can do skill-wise, especially in the offensive zone. You happy where you are with those two kids in your first 2 games that you saw them in their college experience, Coach?
yeah, they stepped in there and didn't seem to be fazed by anything. It was playing a hockey for them then, and they had fun playing the game. No, I think nervousness or anything going into the game. And too, I thought after Tristan Truax got injured last night, and Ellen Nelson on defense had a lot more playing time today, and gave a good account of herself. She's one of those players, I think. Sometimes you get them into the spotlight too much in practice and can kind of, be too critical of them. But when they get in the floodlight of a game and they're playing the way you want them to play, and you see that, you're happy for them. And I thought Ellen Nelson did a great job today too. So we're excited about the freshmen, and it's getting that experience of games and learning how the college game is played, and played against a good opponent this weekend.
Last question from Chad here. He says, frustrating that you would score, then give up a couple of softer goals in the second period.
Yeah, those two, we need to have a save there. And the one I didn't see the one I looked at a tape and then just talking to somebody on the bench, but the one that trickled in past her foot there, I think that, might've been their third goal, I think. And then the shot, we just got to have a stop on those. We got to have a couple of stops on those plays right there. And, that can be kind of demoralizing. We're working hard and trying to get our scoring opportunities, and, maybe could have used a save there, a couple of saves there in certain situations.
All right, Coach. Thanks very much. Good luck next weekend in your next 2 games.
Thanks, PA.
All right, thanks. We're going to bring in Madison Oelkers now. Madison, of course, scored a goal today for the Mavericks in the second game against the 8th-ranked Bulldogs. So, Madison, as you get settled in there, congratulations on scoring today. Of course, they didn't get the result that you wanted to against the Bulldogs, but it was nice to get some offense, generate some goals here. Your thoughts on, first of all, today, and then I guess I'll ask a question after that. You can follow up with your thoughts on the season opening series against UMD in general.
Today, I thought we really came back. We worked a lot harder. We had a more teamwork, and we really, as Goose said in the locker room, we were resilient today, and it worked out to our favor in the second period. And then we just got to keep bringing it every weekend and every time we get on the ice and start some practice. And we got to move forward from this weekend and look forward to next weekend going to St. Cloud. That will be a fun series to play.
Okay, thanks for that. The second question comes from Chad Courier of the Mankato Free Press, who's online with us here. He says, where do you feel like the team made improvement today as compared to yesterday?
Definitely with our confidence. Yesterday, it felt like we were not as ready as we would want it to be. And today we were a lot more confident. We had a lot more energy on the bench, on the ice, in the locker room. And it really pumped our spirits up, which made us play a little bit better.
I guess a question I would have for you is that given how things have gone the last 8 or 9 months for everybody and for you in particular, how great was it just to be back on the ice yesterday to start the game?
Oh, it was unreal, actually. I was like sitting there, I was like, oh, thank goodness we get to play against, and very grateful. And I know our team is very grateful to be back on the ice, back playing in competition and practices. We've been working so hard, and finally being able to put it on the ice for something was unreal.
And then circling back to the fact, season opening game last night, a little frustrating that we didn't get a chance to score any goals. We scored obviously today with those 3 goals, and Chad asked how much is it to get the monkey off the back for the team to finally score some goals? How does it feel to score some goals?
Relief, big relief for us. We got to obviously score some more, keep up, but it feels a lot better just to have those goals off and starting a series with some scoring, which is nice.
You're on the road next weekend against St. Cloud State, another WCHA foe. What do you think the Mavericks have to do in order to be able to get the first win of 2021?
Just grind it out harder, a little bit faster, pick up everything from systems to back checks, forechecks, everything. We just need to do a little bit better and keep going and keep grinding and work hard during this week and bring some positive energy and competition to next series.
Chad, do you have one final question for Madison as we look to wrap it up here? He says no. So I guess that's it, Madison. Thanks very much. Thanks a lot for joining us today, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.